That's it. I hate real grades. Salutations fellow hobbyists and welcome to the Toyama 2-Entry Hobby channel. Bandai recently dropped a few new releases in the making to get us emotionally ready to empty our wallets. So there are a lot of stuff to talk about. However, I am one guy scripting, voicing, producing, and running this channel. I have to be selective of what I can cover to bring quality contents to you, fellow hobbyists. If you want to support me, please subscribe, as many of you viewers are not yet subscribed to this channel. Please do, to not miss out on more. Wow! And like this video, so that YouTube recommends this video to other viewers. Cause this real grade Epyon is the next epic real grade. One can call it epic beyond. Wow. Why you ask? Well, let's think hard and loud about the hobby in this hobby head video starring the real grade Gundam Epyon. Wow. Let's begin by analyzing and comparing it to the master grade version, which is almost a decade old, yet still a strong master grade. Full disclaimer, I am not a fan of the Epyon, but for this video I'll pretend to be a fan to give you guys justice when talking about it. Also, we shall see if this real grade wins me over, and stay till the end for my speculation on this kit. Alright, first, you can see its proportions has been tweaked. It looks like a blend of a Katoki kit and the old school design. Also, the master grade was a redesign by Katoki Hajime. It's not a Verka, it's a Endless Waltz kit. However, it's quite bulky looking compared to his regular style, which is, you know, small head, skyward pointing shoulders, long legs, S-bend to the body, which is clearly what they seem to be going for in this new real grade. However, I must also put it out there that this picture of the master grade does not do it justice. With that said, now let's analyze it by comparing it to the master grade. Now comparing the wings, the real grade is closer to the line art. I like the looks of the real grade wings, but preferred the gimmick in the master grade. We shall see if they kept all that pull-out wing spread gimmick or not later in this video. So the head. The biggest difference is the V-fin. The master grade is thinner, making it closer to the line art, but goofy cause the body is bulky. Whereas the real grade was made bigger to match the overall size, and it will stand out more as it is a 1/144 scale, so good proportion wise. The pauldrons, I think they nailed it here with the real grade. They made it closer to the old school design with some liberties, like making it way bigger. They also pulled the arm out and made it do that Katoki power pose. I like that. This part is bigger, you know, because it equalizes the proportions. It frames it a little bit. The two black design motifs here clearly takes the cake over the master grade. The upper part of the chest does not have as much of a change compared to the bottom half, which has a change of color in one area, and judging by the yellow cockpit hatch, I'm pretty sure the cockpit will open differently with the real grade. The master grade pulls down from the yellow part here. The real grade, I think, pulls down from this red part up here, because there is a small crevice for our nails to slot in. The waist unit, the real grade is sharper and triangular. There are also more details. The biggest change is from the back skirt, way different compared to the master grade. The forearm are smaller, yet the claws are longer. The thighs, I never noticed this before. The master grade is actually more of a lavender color, whereas the real grade went for a more ivory color. Now the legs. The real grade has a nicer design, way more aerodynamic looking, and I like the added piece of gray here, giving it an illusion of wearing boots instead, which is a compliment because the Epyon, being a futuristic mecha, has a prehistoric flair to it. Now looking at the master grade, it feels like it's not made for flight. Now the feet, or the twin head. Here you see where the eyes are. The master grade, by the way, why are they wearing visors? Having separate eyes and a brow gives them a more aggressive look. Now the back, 3 things. The wing sits higher, adding to the overall height. The back skirt is different. I recognize this gray piece here, which means they hinge open for the transformation. Next is the back of the forearm. Instead of an armor piece, that's another claw or talon added to the real grade. Altogether, I hate to say it, but there is a gap with the 2 kits. It's not just a case of one's bigger than the other, but Bandai made it different enough to make it feel like a different kit from the master grade, even though it's the same model. I really like the design of the real grade, but I was rooting for the master grade because I'm a master grade collector. Perhaps this is why everyone wanted the real grade Epyon, to build another one without buying the same kit. And for that reason, that's it. I hate real grades. Cause master grades used to be the grade that sits at the top. Now I feel you can't get everything with just getting the master grade. You need both. Wow. The master grade is still a great kit. Don't get me wrong. Many hobbyists are still getting it, even though it's more than a decade old. The biggest problem with it are the nub marks. They need to be given more attention to, which is no big deal for you hobbyists. My point is, Bandai took a great master grade and turned it into a real grade, improving some stuff, but not overpowering the master grade to the point of killing it. An example of this is when we compare both the mobile armor mode, the real grade takes the cake. Don't see much? Well, look at this. Much more dynamic. The neck goes side to side, extends out, so does the horns. And the mouth looks like it can eat stuff. The dragon heads for the real grade has more character to them. Just look at the eyes. So no need to compare no more. It's clear you go for the master grade if you want it big, faithful to the manga, and a pilot in the cockpit. However, you go for the real grade if you want it slightly modern, stylized, redesigned, smaller, and if you want it to be way more articulated, or perhaps you want to build an Epyon without getting the master grade. So to get the best of both worlds, you have to get both, and I hate that fact. I know I'm whining, but thanks for listening. Before I continue with the video, I just wanted to take a moment to mention my affiliate link below this video for tubebuddy, the browser extension I use to help me with YouTube know-how. For you hobbyists who are also thinking of making videos in YouTube, tubebuddy is a great app that helps me be sure I have done everything I can to optimize my video to reach as many viewers as I can. Try it out with my affiliate link below. With that said, let's see what's next. I'll promise to be more positive. In this picture we see the heat rod is made with the advanced MS joint technology. That's smart because it's one whole piece and moving it will not break it. Just cut it off the runner and it's ready. Very efficient. Looking at the accessories, you have the shield with the tip. Removing the tip will be where you insert the heat rod. We get 2 adapters for action-based stands, one for MS mode and the other for in mobile armor mode, aka Drago mode. We have 2 closed fists, 2 holding fists, and 1 left hand free for expressive action poses. The Epyon is a close combat dueling mobile suit type, and so this is what it comes with. A beam sword. Not beam saber like other Gundam. Beam sword. Though it is big. And I like the shape of the beam. You can see the shape of the blade. Very unique to this real grade. Unlike the master grade, sadly. If you're wondering what this red thing is, well, it connects to the side skirt and you attach this cable to it on one end and on the other end to the hilt, because the beam sword needs more power, and it should look like this. Wow. Let's look at the engineering side of things though. Here it talks about a movable axis is added into the arm, and this is much appreciated, especially for kids that have big swords, because the wrist alone is not enough strength to hold the big sword in certain poses. And in this picture here, it looks like we will see some gear movements when we move the arms. The shoulder armor also has the ability to shift and give way to the biceps a bit. It's not needed, but it will look nice with some poses. I am also noticing two different shades of red on this guy. Primary red and maroon. The waist locking is more secure and simplified for the transformation. Very nice. This picture shows the system they worked out to give good ab crunches and dynamic poses. Perhaps what will help it be upright with those big wings. And for that to be in there is why there is no pilot in the cockpit. The Epyon in this pose is a surefire way to show it will have dynamic posability, and we also have knee armor shifting gimmick, and the blades on the knee moves in tandem, so it will not be in the way. Another thing unique to the real grades are the wings. If you pivot the wings up, small feathers will come down and expand the wing size. If you don't want them out, it is possible to retract them as well. So, it will not have the same gimmick like the master grade. In this mode, we see the mobile armor mode. They have also added articulations to the leg, which forms the neck. And we see how the neck are more flexible, and so are the claws and horns. Well, with that all things considered, will this kill the master grade? No, there are too many collectors trying to complete the master grade wing boy band, and so for that reason the master grade Epyon will still sell. I know Epyon is not part of the boy band, but he's like the guest collaborator, you know, or the sixth member of the gang. Sort of. It's still a great kit. Only problem are some band up placements, and that does not phase you guys out. It's not a problem for you hobbyists. So, for me, I must say between the master grade and the real grade, if I were to choose one, I'll choose the real grade. Because I don't have the need to collect all the master grades. I don't have that need to make the boy band, you know. And making this video has won me over. I'm happy to have a smaller Epyon if I were to choose one. Even though I prefer 1 to 100 size kits. Yeah. No, maybe I'll choose the master grade. Yeah, definitely the master grade. See why I hate real grades? Now, kicking into speculation territory. The last real grade we had was also a melee type that has minimal accessories, followed by a premium Bandai effect expansion. Perhaps the Epyon will get the same treatment. Imagine a P Bandai add-on of the Stumundrang. We have not seen it for the master grade except for third-party stuff. So that's my guess. Not just the equipment on the side, but the electric crackle and long beam sword with some stand to hold it up. And more cables. So what are your thoughts? Are you excited for this real grade? Comment below. Thanks for watching this episode till the very end. Again, please like this video and subscribe. or share this video with your friends if you haven't yet. And guys, keep things awesome, keep the hobby going, and keep the hobbyist alive. I am Toyama23, signing out.